Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Pass to Ewing. The kick out to Bain. Tries again to the wing right side. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. He gets it in there. Baines got the game going with his first points of the game for Atlanta.
Well, if you overplay Bain on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Now, here's Westbrook. They set the pick. And there's the drive. Ewing gets a wide-open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Booker. Gets the front of the rim and out. Anunoby, right side. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Outside Wilson. Booker left side with the drive. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, nice drive by Booker. He can shoot off the catch. He can create off the bounce, and he is going to be a handful for any defender.
Well, a big key to jump shooting, staying consistent with your mechanics.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Back to Booker. The kick out to Cunningham. From the stripe. The rebound by Ewing. Atlanta with the ball. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Here's Ware. Doubled by Bosch. Pass to Bain. Back to Ewing. Millsap grabs the miss. And it's Millsap with the ball for Virginia Beach. Cunningham. And Ware pulls it down. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game. Well, for most of his career, Westbrook depended on his mid-range game. Now he rarely shoots from that area.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Booker. After the basket by Atlanta. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker flashing his athleticism. What a dunk there by the young guard. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Right side, Wilson. Down low. And Ewing sends it back. On the wing, Bain. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Atlanta. They lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half. This one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Atlanta calls timeout. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Booker. Fires for three. Johnson with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Virginia Beach trails by 4. Thompson outside. Pass to Bosch. Back to Thompson. Here's Bosch, and the layup's good off the glass. Bosch has got his first points in this one.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Booker, and he drives in.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive. An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Atlanta.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cunningham outside. Booker outside. From the wing. And there's Virginia Beach with another bucket.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Let me tell you, blocks like that, protecting the rim, those are winning basketball plays.
Here's Atlanta now. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
No, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Millsap has the open look. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Pass to Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Mitchell outside. To the paint. There's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, there he goes, getting some elevation and scoring 2 loud points.
And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Virginia Beach pulls it in. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Booker. Shot clock reset for Virginia Beach. Pass to Bosh. Back to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Millsap with it. Now defended by Şengün. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Atlanta with the ball. Mitchell outside. To the inside. Şengün no good. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Atlanta trails by 3. Mitchell on the drive. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Şengün. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Mitchell with it. And Bosh picks him up defensively. Pass to Johnson. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but threw the foul, and it'll go to the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Well, Johnson has worked on his ability to draw fouls, and there's no question it's made him a better scorer.
And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
With 3, Booker. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And you can get a vision for the future Booker might have in this league. He has all the foundational elements of an elite scorer.
And he nails the 3rd. Atlanta trails by 5. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Booker. Shoots. Not this time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so Booker will bring it up for Virginia Beach. Outside Wilson. Thompson left side. Thompson gets it inside.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Out to the wing. To the middle. It's Payne atop the key. Over Bosh. Pass to Ewing. Clock at 4. Westbrook drives in. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. 1:33 left in the 3rd. Here's Abdul Rauf. And he dunks it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
The absolute fearlessness. It's why we love Westbrook. Just getting after it and drawing the contact. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that
Maybe. Here's Abdul Rauf. Pass to Booker. Inside. Bane with the steal. Now here's Westbrook. Here's the three. And the three ball is good. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Westbrook is very skilled at sizing up defenses. He understands when he should take these quick shots.
There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range. And Virginia Beach leads by 6.
Listen, she's going to open up a lot of the floor for herself when she's hitting those threes. It's about more than the points there.
Now here's Wilson. Driving to the basket. Great D that time from Bane. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Millsap with the steal. And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball. Knocks it loose. Now Bane. Misses from close range. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Virginia Beach leads by 4. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Booker. Three-pointer. Also Westbrook with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
So the wing on the left. Bounce pass from Anunoby. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. Good D by Mitchell. Virginia Beach leading by 4. To the inside. Pass to Kaman. Back to Randall. The 11-footer. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you like the steadying presence a guy like Julius Randle gives a team. He's a reliable and experienced player others can lean on out there.
And he sinks the second.
Well, you wish he got them all. But at the very least, it's now a 2-possession game.
And the thing about Westbrook, everything he does is explosive. I mean, so difficult to contain.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Virginia Beach.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Westbrook. It's good.
Well, that's where Westbrook's at his best. He wants to get downhill.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. It's deflected.
Playing strong defense inside the paint there. They'll think twice before trying that again.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Outside Bosch. Outside Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. And it misses. The Atlanta trails by 4. Ewing left side. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Not shying away from the moment. He embraces taking and making the big shots. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Cunningham fired. Rebounded by Anunoby.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Stolen by Bosch. That's tipped. Outside, Anunoby. Booker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Cunningham outside. Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. Outside Cunningham. The 19-foot shot. Not that time. It won't go.
Yeah, even though he was open, those leaners are tough to make.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Anunoby to tie it up. Here's the drive. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
To take the lead. The basket is good.
Look at Westbrook carrying the load. He can be that guy for you.
Booker! Launches it. No good there.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
So he comes up empty at the line.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
For 3, Booker misses the tray. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No luck that time either. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. Greetings, everyone. An enticing showdown here on 2K Sports. We're so glad you could join us. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Down low. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And Bosh can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Salt Lake City shooting their first free throw this game. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. And stolen by Thompson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
A silky, smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Cunningham. Perkins for three. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. It's a three-point game. Booker, good.
And already very comfortable at the arc. Booker takes that shot without hesitation.
Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
My goodness, that is how you attack a bigger defender.
Here's Cunningham. Crafty move. He lays it in.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Now, here's Cunningham. Stolen by Thompson. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Virginia Beach shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Cade Cunningham is a terrific all-around player. His scoring, passing, and rebounding are a huge lift for this team. You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Young outside. Drives to the hoop. Perkins for three. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Bosh, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon. One of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
Now here's Perkins. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
It's deflected. And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
For three, Mitchell. Launches a three. Again, Mitchell missing. Here's Salt Lake City. And stolen by Booker. Bosh with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Mitchell wide open. Kicks it out to Booker. From deep. Perkins pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And it's sent back by Bosh.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosh positioning himself well to come up with the block.
For Salt Lake City, they shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And the technical free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. 26 seconds left in the first. This one for three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next three.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Young for three. And again, it's Salt Lake City from deep.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And it's Salt Lake City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Salt Lake City.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Hamer. It's good on the putback.
Doing big man things, came in battles to get the rebound and finish the play with some strength.
Young looking it over. Millsap grabs the miss. Virginia Beach trails by 5. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Here's Cunningham. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Nance with the rebound. Salt Lake City leading by 4. Fires for 3. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Nance has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Several teams changing it up here. Here's Cunningham. Diving in. And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Virginia Beach trails by 7. Booker with no one around. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Booker's got 5 points so far. Cunningham outside. And Jordan has it in the corner. Back to Ross. Salt Lake City needs to get off a shot. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got his first bucket in this one.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Well, the defense has to offer more resistance, or he's just going to keep scoring down there.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul. 1:24 left in the first half. Pass to Cunningham. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
The former #1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And there's the call on Bosch. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Salt Lake City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And Smith is known as a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, boy, he is really fun to watch.
That's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. For Virginia Beach, they've hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Salt Lake City leading by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Assertive drive by Cunningham. Just took off and never looked back.
And the dunk by Booker.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Booker looking around. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball. Long range from the inbound. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Salt Lake City out in front, up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Salt Lake City. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Thompson. The kick out to Bosch. Krills the three-pointer. Bosch has got the first basket of the second half here for Salt Lake City.
I just love how Bosch has worked in the three-point shot, stretching the floor with his perimeter game.
Well, look at him driving down the lane with purpose. He knew just where he wanted to get to.
It's Cunningham with the drive.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Well, it won't get much easier for her than that. Nice bucket there.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Salt Lake City leading by 6. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bosch. From outside the arc, Bosch grabs the miss. Got a piece of it. Thompson up top. 9 points in the game so far.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Well, look at what he's done in this game. You can't stop him when he's red hot like this.
Pass to Perkins. And he drives in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
Pass to Perkins. And finished off by Perkins.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Cunningham. Rebound by Salt Lake City. Pass to Ross. Three-pointer. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
It's Williams with the drive. Yep, it counts. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And that's how you take it to the rim, with authority.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Williams gets the bucket.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
30 seconds left in the third. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. He misses the free throw. Virginia Beach making a switch here. And the second free throw, good. Salt Lake City leading by 7. High post Young. He has 7. The drive by Smith.
So skilled on the bounce. When Smith is in attack mode, this guy is difficult to slow down.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Young from deep. Jordan. That shot misses. The deep three from Mitchell. And it's Salt Lake City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Virginia Beach trails by 7. High post try. Ross grabs the board.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
The rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
From outside, off the mark. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Virginia Beach. Thompson with it, guarded now by Durant. Thompson gets it inside.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
To the paint. And the layup's good off the glass. And Salt Lake City leads by 9.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And the shot will go down.
Such a reflexive shooter. Smith rarely needs any time to get set up and fire.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. Virginia Beach trails by 11. Cunningham right side. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, I like Cunningham in the paint the most. His outside shot is still developing, so his focus should be on scoring inside.
Young with no one around. The three-pointer no good. Cunningham right side.
And Cunningham applies good pressure to the interior defense. And with his 6'6" height, Cade is a bigger guard type.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Salt Lake City leading by 8. High post Young. Cunningham on the wing. And Cunningham with the slam.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Well, that was just great timing and playing with a high motor.
.143 left in the fourth. Young outside. Beyond the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And Young is so good at drawing contact. Defenders have to be very disciplined guarding him.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. He makes the first of 3, and that will put them up by 9.
Yeah, well, sometimes Trae Young can seem a little temperamental, but that really just speaks to his passion, and you can't teach that.
And he makes all 3. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Pass to Perkins. Out to Smith. And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Salt Lake City leading by 9. Knocked loose. And stolen by Booker. Here's Cunningham. Perkins with the block.
And we saw he was ready to slap that one away in very good position.
And Salt Lake City making a change here. Poked away. Stolen by Bosch. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 8.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Pass to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball, trailing by 10. Cunningham's shot is off. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Cunningham's shot is off. Now Durant. On the wing, Thompson lets the three fly. Hands it from downtown. And Salt Lake City leads by 13.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And so Salt Lake City takes the win. Some good competition. Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Johnson with it. Defended by Reed. Bosch with the bucket.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Kuzma. Now Reeves. Outside, Dort. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot goes in.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Booker outside. Good on the triple.
Well, he clearly liked that look and made sure not to waste the opportunity.
Pass to Dort. Fires from the wing. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Booker with it. Brunson picks him up. Here's Bosch. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Bosch has got his second basket.
Oh, he looked ready for the contact and just powered it through.
Back to Johnson. Dort wide open. And the three off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Thompson. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Kuzma. And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it. And Toronto making a change here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Booker outside. Thompson outside. Back to Booker. Virginia Beach working the ball around them. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Reeves with the rebound. Toronto trails by 7. And Kuzma slams it in.
You know, for a 6'9" wing, Johnson puts up really good assist numbers.
Pass to Doncic. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Johnson, a wide open look. No good on the quick 3. And so Booker will bring it up for Virginia Beach. Johnson left side. Outside for Millsap. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Back to Johnson. Takes it inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, a successful drive is about timing and control. Johnson had both going for him there.
Mitchell outside. Back to Booker. Taken away. Here's Reeves. Pass to Beckers. The 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And it's a tie ball game. All right, there's the horn. It's a close game at the end of 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Virginia Beach is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Offensive rebound. Toronto leading by 3. Pass to Beckers. To the paint. 6 to shoot. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The sweet stroke from Paige Beckers. So smooth from deep.
In the corner, Kaman with it. Outside for Millsap. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Toronto with the ball. Doncic right side. Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over. With the team might be seeing something to adjust. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Toronto.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
down low. Here's Kaman. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And using that 7-foot frame, Kaman finds himself at the line a lot.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here's Dort. No scoring in this one. Pass to Beckers. Takes the 3. Johnson with the rebound. Virginia Beach trails by 7. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Booker with no one around, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And the confidence this kid has in his shot is something else. Booker isn't afraid to let it fly.
Let me tell you, blocks like that, protecting the rim, those are winning basketball plays.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Toronto making a change here.
And you can get a vision for the future Booker might have in this league. He has all the foundational elements of an elite scorer.
Now, here's Cunningham. Scoreless thus far. Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Over in the corner, Dort. Kuzma. It's stolen by Cunningham. Kicks it out to Booker. With the putback. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. And Virginia Beach leads by 1.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
4 on the shot clock. No good that time. For 3, Booker. Good. It's Bosch picking up the assist. Booker's got 12. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Virginia Beach. He's been a major threat from 3-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Toronto trails by 4. Brunson scanning the floor. Reeves. Banked in off the glass. Reeves has got the first basket of the second half here for Toronto. Booker outside. A baseline J. And there's Virginia Beach with another bucket.
And Booker is just letting it all hang out right now. This young guy's confidence special.
Thompson with it. Kicks it out to Johnson. For the 3. Sinks the triple. He's got 5.
Impressive decision-making there. He could have tried to score, but makes the right decision and hits the open shooter.
Here's Booker. Reeves with the rebound. Dort, left side. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And Toronto leads by 1.
Start. And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Cunningham. Still yet to score.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
And here is Doncic. Clock at 6. There's the triple. They get it back.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And Toronto has possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. And the dunk by Doncic.
Throwing it down. Doncic showing off his hops.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Toronto. Virginia Beach trails by 5. Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I love the total commitment from Booker against the foul. He doesn't just give up on the attempt.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
Mitchell with force.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Toronto's shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Booker. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
To the inside. Here's Reeves. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Out to Thompson. Booker looking around. Pass to Johnson. Stolen by Reeves. Here's Dort. Hands it from downtown. Now it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Pass to Raja. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Toronto, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. The first one falls. That one misses. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruised. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Virginia Beach trails by 8. And they double up Cunningham. And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball. Inside, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
And he earns himself a trip to the line. That's a positive possession for this offense.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Love seeing this type of energy on defense from Kane. An excellent swat there.
Shooting while in rhythm, you like to see that aggressive approach.
Now Johnson. Pass to Atkins. Down low. 6 to shoot. Here's Raja. Here's Beckers. And that one comes up a bit short. Virginia Beach trails by 5. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Toronto leading by 3. Brunson right side. Outside Kuzma. Here's Johnson. Outside Kuzma. Now Wembanyama. That's tipped. And stolen by Thompson. Up top Booker.
Keeping the defense honest. Can't be over-aggressive against Booker.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here is Wembanyama. Jackhammers it in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Got a hand on it.
And that block was all about timing, making sure he didn't foul while also protecting the rim.
Now Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Brunson outside. He puts in the J.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
Virginia Beach trails by 6. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Sharp. Beyond the arc. That one is off. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Devin Booker. Booker is feeling it from deep range with that one.
Huge bucket from Booker, playing beyond his years.
Johnson. Here's Sharp. Oh, the
bucket from Sharp. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Some changes for Toronto. "51 seconds left in the game. Virginia Beach working the ball around now. Out to Thompson from downtown. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And he commits the intentional foul. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaden Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
It drops, and now they trail by just 4.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. For 3, Booker, count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quick.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good.
That's simply a lack of awareness and understanding of the situation, and it gets them hit with a tap.
They extend the lead one more point thanks to that technical. Every point counts.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, mental error there. You hate to give away points.
First free.
And that's going to be a technical. Not a smart move, to say the least.
And
yeah, mental error there. You hate to give away points.
he doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he is unable to get the second one. Johnson rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And